Hello, hello, hello. It is time for the best game of all time. At least the game that I'm best at. Let's put it that way. Bloodborne. We are here. Favorite game. Favorite game ever. I had the idea yesterday. I was gonna stream Beast of Reincarnation, but I was like, you know, I just want to do my favorite game. I haven't played my favorite game in about 6 months. Let's stream it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I played it yesterday. Whopping hour? I played a full hour. I got all the way up to ROM. No deaths. So I'm like, you know, Deathless run, baby. We can do it. Deathless run right here. We gotta start a new game.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be a somewhat speed run. Not gonna kill many enemies. I want professional, because we're gonna use the best weapon in the game. Load favorites. Boom. Am I missing something? Nope. Alright, we're gonna use the best weapon in the game, which is the saw spear. Second best weapon is saw cleaver. Might be the other way around depending on how you choose to play.
Good.
But for the most part, saw spear's a little bit better. Because I only have to level up skill. I don't have to level up strength and skill. Or strength and dex. I just have to level up dex. And that makes life really easy. Really easy. Because you get to do way more damage with the saw spear in end game than you do at the beginning of the game. Or then at the end of the game with the saw cleaver. However, DPS is about the same. But in terms of like one hit, there is just a slight advantage to our, there's a slight advantage to the saw spear. Alright, well, that was easy. Apparently this is going to be hitless too. I doubt it. That's why it's not in the title. But, who knows? Maybe one day I'll be that good. This is the game for me, by the way. Like, if you asked me between what I have all on my channel, what game have I played the most? Definitely Bloodborne. I have probably close to 2,500 hours in Bloodborne. It doesn't show it on my PlayStation profile because I've created like guest accounts to try to see how fast I can get all trophies on my own time before I was a content creator. I think my best was like 8.5 hours to get all trophies. Yeah, I don't want to climb the ladder. That's fine. There we go. Okay, thank you. I don't know why it wasn't letting me go. I was stuck in a weird animation. But Bloodborne is the game that I will die playing this game. Let me just say that. When I die, whether I'm cremated or buried, this game is going to me. I love this game so much. Like, Elden Ring is phenomenal. Probably the best game From Software has ever made. But I think when you take into things like size, environments, level design, across the whole game, not just in the legacy dungeons, like across the whole game, I think Bloodborne's better. In so many ways. But I also think Elden Ring's better in other ways too. Like this, for example, inventory system. I think Bloodborne's inventory system could be better. And I think Elden Ring does a better job of that. I think like the shops and everything is better. But I think overall, gameplay-wise, Bloodborne's the GOAT. The combat's way better than Elden Ring 2. Like in Elden Ring, in most weapons cases, you have Ash of War spam. In this game, you get R1s, you get R2s, you get transformation attacks. Depending on what weapon you choose, one of those 3 combos is probably the best thing for it. Which means you have 3 different ways to play. You also have charged attacks for backstabs, which I think is so much better than what they did in the Dark Souls series and Elden Ring. where you just walk behind somebody and magically get to stab them in the butt. You know what I mean? Here you gotta earn it, and I love it. I love it so much. This game is phenomenal. Absolute masterpiece. Only thing I wish is that From Software and Sony wanted to do something with it. Last I heard, Sony wanted to do something and make either a sequel, remaster, remake, something like that, and Bloodborne. And Miyazaki and From Software, I don't know if it was actually Miyazaki, but From Software vetoed that idea. And I'm like, you'd sell so much. You would sell so many copies for that. So I kind of hope it's going to be like a PS6 release, similar to what they did with Demon's Souls, and the PlayStation 6 probably isn't going to be coming out for like another 4 to 5 years. I know Xbox is probably trying to get rid of their console or create their new console sooner rather than later, but I'm thinking that PlayStation is nowhere near the end of their life cycle, but we'll see what happens when GTA 6 comes out. Because that is the game that I think so many people are going to finally get a PS5 for. Whoops. Excellent. Alright, let's go upgrade our weapon. Or should I do all the running first? You know what? We'll do all the running. That's fine. I'm gonna parry everybody anyway. We got a couple more stones to grab, then we're gonna go start fighting bosses. And I want my money that's right over here. Alright, gotta grab this solo stone down yonder. And then we gotta hope and pray that they're not gonna chase me full speed like they just did. Because that makes it a little more awkward to go down this little hidden area. I hear his little feetsies running at me. Sweet. There we go. Excellent. Fall onto the coffins to not take fall damage. And here we are. That guy heard the roar. He was angry. He was very angry. Oh my god, what am I doing? I gotta record this. Oh, dang it. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. Oh, I love the cane. I love the cane because of its skill. Skill, if you don't know in this game, increases the amount of damage you do on your riposts or your visceral attacks as they are labeled in this game. Which is why if you watch my Elden Ring content, you'll hear me say something like, "Oh, visceral attack." Yes, I've played Bloodborne so much. So, I speak in terms of Bloodborne primarily. Alright. Give me my armor, buddy. It's a decent early game set. Are you stuck? Okay. He's not stuck anymore. Got him! Ooh, why are you so strong? You didn't want to do a follow-up? That's fine. Alright. Stay up here so I can grab your stuff. Nice. Alright, now we can go get the shortcut, too. Which, super helpful. Actually, while we're here, we'll get the shortcut second. I don't really want to run through the sewers again. We'll go get the rest of the bloodstones. And then we will... Gotta think. Then we'll go to Gascoigne. Ooh, I can also grab Madman's Knowledge that's up here. Ow. Alright, don't walk off the edge. One of the few spots I'm actually worried about gravity. Alright, so at the top of the ladder, we will have people shooting at us. And a big dude with a stick probably coming to say hi. Oh my god, we didn't. Hell yeah. Alright, well, we have to kill this dude first. Because he will also aggro when he hears noise. We can just run. And now we're going to move off the bridge. Got him! God, this game's so much fun. Got him! I was really hoping they drop stones. Those guys can drop bloodstone shards, which really is nice because in Central Yharnam, after we grab all of the bloodstone shards, which I'll go grab one of them right now. Once we grab all of them, you can only have your weapon up to +2, which is kind of a hindrance. But at the same thing, this game is so well balanced, you really don't need your weapon stronger than that to get through gas going. But if you are somebody who wants to be overpowered early, then definitely go get your remaining bloodstone shards you need to get a +3 weapon. Rude. Rude! Who hits a guy with a torch? Hello! Ow! God, your torch is so fast! Thank you. Alright, we will sneaky and poke his butt right in the cheek. And, you know, ultimate fist action. Just gotta really get up there and pull hard. Excellent. Alright, before we drop down, we're not going to kill any of the rats, because that's a lot of effort. We are just going to run up here and go talk to my favorite NPC in the game, Eileen the Crow.
Oh, a hunter, are you?
I love her voice actor. She's so good.
Outsider. What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights, here to welcome the new hunter.
Thank you.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
I understand. So if you want her weapon, you can kill her early. It's really difficult, but she drops her badge. Oh, that's the wrong button, Logan. She drops her badge, and then you can farm up 44,000 to get, I think it's either 40 or 44,000. It's either 40 or 44,000 to get the weapon, Blade of Mercy. Alright, we fall down there. Which one should I do first? We'll do this one. It's farther back. This is the stones, I believe. Miss me. Alright, then we gotta go back onto the other side for our saw spear, which we will be using for the rest of the run. So short-lived with the cane. The cane's a really good weapon. It's very underrated. Every weapon in Bloodborne, honestly, is very good. I don't think there's any really bad weapons. It just depends on the playstyle you want to use. Like, if you're not going to use transformation attacks very often, then either your big, slower weapons, like Kirk hammers, would be a good choice. Or, oh, nope, I already went up there and got that. Or you could use, like, the Rider Perlash, which is just a really pokey weapon from Canehurst Castle. The Rifle Spear, which is a hidden weapon in Old Yharnam. There's a lot of really good weapons that are out there that are different. And that's the one thing I really like about this game, too. That I think Elden Ring kind of sucks at. And that is trying to give players enough variety in weapon builds. And I say that because, like, every weapon in every class has pretty much the same moveset. Like, there's very, very, very small changes or differences. Not necessarily a bad thing, but when you come from Bloodborne and you spend so much time in this game where you have a slap attack with a stick and you have transformations attacks like that, or you just trick and then now you're swinging the whip around, like, it's so much cooler because now you have so many more ways to play without changing anything in your build. It's so cool. Where in Elden Ring, you mainly make your builds for a specific weapon, and then you look and see if there's any synergy between spells if you're going to play with magic. So it's like, it's a cool thing that you get to do that, but at the same time it's also kind of frustrating. Because I want more games that have really cool weapons, like this one, Lies of P. You know, weapons that you can actually customize other than just passives. Because this game even adds passives, which is really cool. With the blood gem system. God, this weapon's so fun. This game is so fun. Yeah, we got a bloodstone shard to drop. We only need like 6 more now. I should use a bold hunter's mark, but I'm not going to because I want to get the shortcut. Otherwise, I got to run through the sewers again, which I don't want to do. Alright. We're going to go back, level up the saw spear. I guess I could level up as well. I just got to use that madman's knowledge I found. And then I'll be able to have the doll pop up, and we can start leveling up a little bit of build. Get a little bit of build crafting already done with. Boop. And too far. Boop. Alright, I am kind of insane now. Just barely. Actually, it says I'm touched by wisdom, so I'm smart now. I'm just so smart. It hurts. So these are your PvP items. Oh, also, if you're a Bloodborne fan, yeah, and you've only played it a couple times and you think this is a good person, look away, because she's gonna die every time I come back to the dream. She is evil. Straight evil. If you want to know why, I'd be happy to tell you. Just drop a comment if this live stream is over. Or, if you are here, let me know. I'd be glad to explain. I love the lore of Bloodborne. Ooh, how are we on bullets? Alright, let's level up. Alright, so I know I said this is going to be Deathless run, which it will be. Oh, my nose. I'm only going to bring my health to about 30. I don't think I need more than that. I don't think I need more than that at all. There's going to be basically nobody who's going to have an actual shot of killing me. With the exception of maybe Gascoigne. Just because every now and again he loves to do some tricky stuff. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to have a shot at death until Shadows of Yharnam. And maybe Rom. But other than that, I don't think it's going to happen until the DLC. And even then, it's probably going to be like Lady Maria and Orphan of Kos. Oh, I missed the opening. I was thinking too much. All that insight got me. God dang it. Ow. Like that. Transformation attacks are so cool. Yeah, give me that, baby. Rip your stupid eye out, bub. So cool. So cool, dashing through with transformation attacks. Just strafed it like a pro, baby. Miss me. Ow. Ow. Got him. Well, that was easy. He, like, nudged me twice. We'll light the lamp. Should I go level up? Yeah, I probably should. It's helpful to have 20 skill already. Like fighting Gascoigne, your first parryable boss. Because obviously in the first two phases, we're going to be hunting for parries. Evil. Boom, boom. Done. Bam. Oh, Papa Guac. Papa G. I'm coming for thee. God, this game's so beautiful. I love the world of Yharnam. And the lore of Bloodborne. I love everything about Bloodborne, dude. I don't know if there's anything that actually sucks in Bloodborne. Because, like, even the bosses that aren't very good, I actually kind of like. I do. Like, the Blue Goobers, the Celestial Emissary. Not really a boss fight in late game when we're going to fight it on stream. But, you can, with how early you can get to it, it can definitely be a challenging boss. Definitely. Then you have, the Witch. I actually really like the Witch fight. Because it's a test of inventory management. Let's go. Nope. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Alright, we gotta have some mollies. Just in case we need them. Miss me. Got him. God, that's so much damage.
What's that smell? Sweet blood.
Well, that's not what you want. Oh, I'll take that, though. Ah, this is gonna be quick. Oh, I mistimed it. Dang it. Lock on. Ow. Got him. Is this it? Yeet. Got him. Ah, that was easy. Alright, we need to grab this blood gem. Because while there's better ones that we're going to find in the next one of the next areas, this is going to make our weapon stronger by like 2 points. So it's useful. It's not really useful, but it's useful, you know? If you know, you know. And we get to pick up the Blood Gem Workshop tool. God, if I had a jailbroken PS4 or PS5 to play Bloodborne so I could do randomizers, that'd be wonderful. It'd be so cool to fight Orphan of Kos where you fight Cleric Beast. Okay, I say, did it crash? Why did it take so long? My goodness. Playing on a PS5 Pro. Shouldn't be struggling. Alright, this is a sketchy part of the run. I just realized I went and got good armor and I never put it on. So that's lovely for me. Oh, why am I doing this? I don't need these. Ow. No, I definitely need them. I'm only at +2. That's not even the sketchy part of this little bit, by the way. The sketchy part is down here. Crap. Once I throw the Molotov, it's like an 80% chance that dude starts standing up, and if he stands up before I start moving, it's just death. It's just going to be death for me, and I don't want to die. I don't want to die more than I need to, because, you know, Deathless run. Lock on to the other guy! What the... Why is it not locked? Bloodborne? You test my patience sometimes. Still my favorite game, though. I think every game has to have a little bit of that, you know? See, like, why couldn't you do that earlier? Okie dokie. Grab those. Grab those. Run! That ball will absolutely demolish us. I wish we had a weapon like that in the game. That's about the only weapon I would like to see. Is like a meteor hammer for a weapon. That'd be so sick. Are there any video games that actually have like a meteor weapon, meteor hammer type weapon? The only one that comes to mind is in Wolong, one of the DLCs. There's a dude who has a giant battle hammer that swings around on a chain that he, like, can chink out. Ow. That hurt. But, like, that weapon is sick. And his boss fight's super fun. Actually, that game in general with the boss fights is super fun. At least until you get to, like, the really late game in the DLC, where you're just basically deflecting every single attack, and they have, like, a 50-move attack chain, and you only get to have, like, 1 second of downtime to do damage. Give me my fire paper, please.
Take this.
Thank you. Like, that's the stuff I hate with the Wolong games, because I think the game itself is very good. It's very, very good. I don't care about the story at all. Like, stories do not bother me in games. Like, if the story sucks and the gameplay's good, I'll still play it. Prime example, Final Fantasy Strangers in Paradise, I think is probably bottom 3 worst stories I've ever played. Bottom 3. Like, it's so close to the very worst. It's so bad. But that gameplay is incredible, dude. It's so good. You get a Final Fantasy... It's like a Final Fantasy VII remake. And Neo 1, or Neo 2, if you want to call it Neo 2 2. Or Neo 2 instead. Had a baby. Oh, Beast Blood Pellets. Yes, let's go. That's so good. But it's like those two games had a baby. And the combat speaks for itself. The build variety is gigantic. It's so good, dude. It's so good. It's just the story is horrible. Like, the story is so bad. It's so bad. It's one of the worst stories I've ever heard. Like I had no idea what was going on the entire way through the story until there's one plot point that finally hits. And I'm like, that's the secret they were alluding to? That is so anticlimactic. That was so bad. I had no idea what they were talking about half the time. Like, it was so bad. It was such a bad written story. But the gameplay, though. Oh, I just started skipping cutscenes because the gameplay is so good. Alright, we should be able to get... Ooh, 2. Oh, I didn't use the brooch. I gotta use the brooch. I could give it to a little girl and make her cry and then have her older sister supposedly kill her, but... we will instead slap that on our weapon. Alright, now we can level up. We will go 15. Also, if you're wondering why I haven't put my armor on, it's because this next area does poison. The boss does poison, and this has higher poison resist. So once we get through Old Yarnum, yes, I will actually be armored and fully clothed. And we'll actually have a decent amount of defense. God, this game's so cool. Oh, really quick. Sorry, I like this line.
Turn back at once. Old Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those alone. Turn back, or the hunter will face the hunt.
Oh, the hunter will face the hunt. I love this game. But, how funny is that? Somebody just forgot about it. Somebody just forgot about it when they were placing statues all over the place. They're like, oh, where's a good spot that's out of the way that I can just come back to and grab it? And then they just completely forgot about it. I love it. I love it so much. To me, as a Bloodborne nerd, I envision I don't have enough insight to see what's holding that up. I think that's hilarious. I love that. I love that that's there. Even though Bloodborne is perfect in my eyes, it's good to see some actual imperfections. Ow. That was rude.
You are a skilled hunter.
I totally am. Thank you for noticing. Oh, my fire paper. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We'll be able to buy more shortly. Thank God he didn't poke me in the butt, because that would have hurt. Don't shoot me. Thank you. Alright, we're going to leave Jura alone. Because it really doesn't matter if he is alive. Oops. I deserved it. I deserved it. I deserved it. Also, cool environment piece right here. God, this game's so cool. Like, that doesn't need to be in the game, but it is. Alright, here we go. I also missed that. That mechanic right there in Elden Ring does not exist. And I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate that if I land, and I don't even take fall damage, I just land, I can't roll. It bothers me, because in Bloodborne, you can do it. And it's like, why not? I get it. Like, I'm taking blood from the beasts around and becoming a little more beast-like every time I heal. But it is kind of stupid. Wow, I hit a lingering hitbox. That's cool. Very rare in Bloodborne to have a lingering hitbox. At least from enemies. There's a couple bosses that have lingering hitboxes. But like, it's... What was I talking about? Ah, I'm blanking. I'm blanking. That's a bummer. I'm gonna kill these guys, though. Because there's a shot they can give me a beast blood pellet. And I would love a beast blood pellet. And if not, they give me more stuff to sell to level up. Or buy blood if I need to. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, you could parry these guys. Makes them very trivial. Because they have a couple of really tough combos. They don't get staggered as often. So if you can parry them, it's a good time. God, transformation attacks are so good. They're so good. They just stagger everything. Especially with how fast the Saw Spear and Saw Cleaver are. Alright, we need fire paper. So we're going up top. We don't need these bloodstones that are in here. So we can just keep going up. I'm not getting the shortcut because there's no point. Weapon's already at +3. Now we can make our way to the boss. We have a lycanthrope that we'll kill because I want the bullets that are there. Like 10 bullets is not that much, but when you aren't killing a lot of enemies, we're not going to get a lot of quicksilver bullets to drop. Whoops. Got him! Alright, puppy, where are you? Got him! Well, that was quick. Excellent. More bold hunter's marks. I will need them later in the run. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Give me all the money. I want all the money. Give me the money. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, we can kill you very quickly. Ow. Okay, and then we can come in here. And then boom. Bam. Bop. Beast blood. Fire paper. Got him. Come on, dude. Oh, I should have parried. It's fine, though, because this is what I'd rather have. Yup, right here. Easy. What? Still alive? What a legend. He was still alive. Almost did it hitless. Just saying. Almost hitless. I was like 1 HP away from being hitless. So that's a pretty clean fight. That was a pretty clean fight. Alright, now it's going to be a few minutes before we fight another boss because I want to grab all of my twin bloodstones that I need. Alright, so you gotta go. And then I did get a couple of shards. Not shards. The blood gems. Oh my god, that was so hard for me to figure out. I want to make sure that I am doing the most amount of damage possible. Then let's head back to Cathedral Ward, and I will put my armor on. I'm going to take my resources that I don't need on right now off, and then we're going to move on. I'm going to be really curious to see what my in-game time is for this game. If I do actually beat it Deathless my first try. Which, I think I'll get pretty stinking close to getting it Deathless. Boop, boop, boop. Excellent. Ooh, I should put my mollies on, though, just in case I need them. Because I will need them for a scurrying beast. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we gotta send this back down. Ignore the homie with the cannon. With his machine gun. Now we gotta run up the stairs. Avoid another homie with a machine gun. Take a hard right turn before we get shot. And then climb up a ladder before an angry man tries to touch us with a brick. Simple, clean, easy. It's a little slower if you're going to be an actual speedrunner, though. But it's way safer. I can't tell you how many times I tried to go the other way thinking that that was blocked off the way I just took. And got blasted off the roof because I had no stamina while I was running by because I couldn't manage my stamina properly. I think these dudes are so funny. Like, these two enemies with the flamethrowers are just funny. Alright, but we came up here so we can get our fire paper. This is our unlimited fire paper badge. Now the dangerous part again is going to be going back down. And now we got to run here. Hopefully I don't get shot. Oh god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh boy. Oh god, that scared me. Ah. Well, that'll wake you up. Oh my god. Wow. I thought I was getting launched right off the edge. Whew! Alright, heart rate's back down to a normal number. Totally had it planned. I had it planned out. It was perfect. It was easy. It was all taken care of. All taken care of. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. Alright, so again, normally I won't ever heal doing that because I know if you have over 12 health and just one weapon in each slot, you will not take any extra fall damage because of your weight. But I am paranoid that I was going to slip and fall completely, which it wouldn't have mattered anyway if I healed or not, but still. Yeah, we needed to grab all of this stuff because we need the 1/3 umbilical cord to kill every single boss. So we can get our hidden boss at the end of the game, the moon presence. And then we also needed the doll set. We are not getting the lamp because that lamp sucks. It sucks because we're never going to go back there. There's literally never going to be a point. So, yeah. Then we need to... Hey! I don't know if this will be enough. Nope, that's fine. Got him! And we kill him so we can get our beast ruin. And now we can just quickly run to an elevator and grab another armor set. And away we go. Alright, so this is a good elevator where speedrunners use the umbilical cords. I have a terrible memory. So I will be like, did I grab it? I don't think I grabbed it. And then I'm going to look at the lamps. And I'm going to be like, I never lit the lamp, so I didn't grab it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. We're going to run this way, and we're going to collect a boatload of money. Then we're going to get a really good gem that we will use for a good chunk of the time until we get our 18%ers. As it will give us a huge increase to damage for early game and mid game. Gotta open that so we can move Eileen's quest. Gonna grab more money. Then we can run in here and grab a ton of Madman's knowledge. I believe there's like 4 or 5 of them. Sir. Sir. There we go. So if you didn't know with those big lumbering giants, if they do that big attack and you see that bone sticking out, which if you don't know what I'm talking about, just rewind it and you'll see a bone jut out of their leg. If you hit that leg, you will eventually get them to stagger. Otherwise, they are basically unstaggerable. And they will just kind of lumber around like that one just did. Now we want to quickly run away because this thing is terrifying. And every now and again, it will just start sprinting at you, trying to grab you and suck your brains. Maybe that's why it's called a brain sucker. Who knows? But that is our gem. We have twin bloodstones to grab really quick. I'm terrified, I'm terrified, I'm terrified. Okay, I'm not scared. Yeet! Aha! I almost got shot. Good thing I am good at this game and didn't get shot. Alright, there's my twins. We can warp back. Oh, I didn't put them on. What's wrong with me? There we go. You can run back, but honestly, I don't really... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't need to run back. We got to run that way again anyway, so if there is an item I missed, like Madman's Knowledge, we'll run by it once we kill Vicar Amelia. Alright, so let's head back to the Dream. We're going to level up our weapon, I think, to +5. Then we're going to go kill a couple of Executioners and a bag dude to try to get to our, try to get our remaining, thingamabobs. What are they called? Twin Bloodstone Shards. I've been playing too much Elden Ring. Ah, only +4. Okay, that's fine. Yes. Okay, cool. Sell stuff. That's what I gotta do. Not doing that. I'll sell those. God, I got money. So, some people have a problem with this game because you have to buy your heals instead of just getting flasks, like in Elden Ring, Dark Souls, etc. I'm okay with buying them. Y'all know why? Because for the early part of the game, there's really not much to buy or to focus on, right? Like, you don't, if you've played these games or you're kind of good at them, it'll be a good idea to buy a couple here and there, like I'm doing, just like I did just now. I didn't have enough for another level. I didn't have enough for another level. I didn't have any other blood in my inventory to level up. So if I'm not ridiculously close to a level, just buy your blood. Just buy blood vials and you'll be good to go. There's also a couple of different spots throughout the game where you can just go get blood, like go pick up blood. Like when you're gonna see me run past blood vials that I'm leaving on the steps, because when I actually go fight Vicar Amelia, that is when I will grab them, just in case I need them, because I won't need them until then. Now we should also have Vicar Amelia just chilling over here, which we will go talk to and complete her quest. I don't know if I'm going to actually consider finishing her quest, because I do want her, ruined, her Carol ruin, by the end of the game, but at the same time, I also don't know if that's worth risking a Deathless run for. Because all it is just a little stamina recovery. Which is very helpful. Like, it is. It's very, very helpful. But at the same time, I don't know if I need the extra stamina recovery because I'm going to be killing everything so fast with this weapon. So I don't know. Maybe if it was like the Rakuyo, where there's a little more stamina requirements to use that weapon. Or if I was using like the Hunter Axe or Ludwig's Holy Blade. So I'm pretty sure you can jog past these guys by like just not running and holding the stick forward like this. But I never know. I never know. Oh! Get dead angled! Let's go! Heck yeah, dude! Oh, and then you give me bloodstone shards? Well, that sucks. There's another twin that's just hanging out. Give me my... Oh, did I grab my bullets? Or did he fall? He might have fallen and can't get up. Ha! Got him. He's so locked in on me now. Whoa! Okay, well, I should not have looked away. No, don't backtrack. There's dudes over there. I don't want to fight those other dudes. I need them for stones. Oh my god, that's so nice. Thank you for the blood. Alright, now we gotta be careful because there's crawlers over there, and I want to make sure my molly hits this dude. Alright, sweet. So, the reason I go this way instead of going to Hemwick first and then trying to get the twins later is because these guys are really easy to deal with. Like, you just bait an attack or two. More often than not, they hit you with that one. One of the easiest moves to parry. And then you're good to go. Now, there's two that we gotta lock in on. We want this one. And then we can kill this one really easy. Like an absolute legend, you're already at a weapon that has, that's at +5. You just gotta go back and get it. We are going to run back, however, because I want to run to Hemwick. Because this is our... I want to run to Hemwick, and then before we actually go through all of Hemwick, we will go back to the Dream. We will go back to the Dream to level up our weapon to +6, and then we are going to be done leveling up the weapon for a while. We will be going straight to boss fights until we get to Yargul. I love how there's just little branching paths throughout this game. It's so cool. Like, it makes this game feel not linear, which is so cool. It's like a half-open world. It's so cool. New stream time? Yes, sir. I am on vacation from my actual job. So, a few days, there will be some 9 a.m. streams, and there's going to be a few days where we're going to be streaming at noon. Just because I got nothing better to do. And most of the time, my afternoons are going to be where I'm going to actually get some stuff done, either around the house or doing more YouTube stuff. Ow. Like making shorts content, finishing my completionist builds finale, because I have, like, I thought I was going to have time to work on that, and dude, I haven't had any time. My work has been ridiculous. Top 5 of all time. You talking Bloodborne or me? Either answer, I think you're correct. Okay, maybe not top 5 all time for me. I'm kind of average, and that's okay. But Bloodborne, dude, Bloodborne's the best. Bloodborne is best. No, he didn't want any. He didn't want any. He didn't want to say hi. That's fine. So we doing a Deathless run, dude, and it is very fun, very easy so far. Maybe it's because I've got like 2,500 hours in this game. Bloodborne, yes sir. I need to get to 5, and then we got to run through Hemwick. Nothing. Okay, well, let's buy some blood. One more sub for 200. Soon you're going to be top 5. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, honestly, I haven't even looked at the subs in a little over a week, I think. So here I'm at like 200 or pretty close to 200. What is that? 199? That's cool. That's awesome. I listened to a bunch of different podcasts, and one of them is a podcast that has one of my favorite Souls-like creators on it, and it's called Between Levels. The Between Levels podcast. They are very new. Like, there's only 6 to 7 episodes out right now. And it's 3 dudes talking about video games, and one of their last episodes was their top 5 games of all time. And it was really cool, because, like, you know what game made them famous, and you'd think that that's on their list, but for a couple of the guys, nope, it's not on their list. They think it's really good, but it's not there. And it's really interesting listening to them talk about like how they grew as a channel and what they did and like different advice they give to content creators. It's really cool. And they've had a couple of different guests on there that are other like two of them were Souls-like content creators. It was really cool just listening to them talk about like what they think of the gaming world today and what's going to happen in gaming in the next few years because of GTA or Xbox doing all the different stuff they're doing over there and PlayStation getting rid of discs. It's really cool to hear what other people that actually have people inside the business on that side of video games compared to what like people like me who don't have that connection, and we're just kind of being the ones going, hey, that sucks. Why are you getting rid of discs? Oh my god, that's the Deathless run right there. Well, that sucks. Tempting me to download and play this again? Hey, we'll see. Maybe that was a good reminder to just not. Because then you're going to want to play it again. Like, I'm going to have to. That's all right. It happens. That's like a less than 10% chance of all of them choosing to do the same move at once. That's very rare. Does not happen to me very often in that spot. So that's fine. I'm not expecting to die from a boss in this game. I'm expecting to die from random things like that. And I think before we get started with the next run, I'm going to run and grab something to drink. I ran out of my coffee. So I'm going to come back with probably a pop. We'll see. All right, we're back. Nice and quick. After all, we are trying to speed run today, so we'll see. We'll see how far we get. I'm confident this challenge is probably going to take me 10 tries or less. Like, I'm good at Elden Ring. No, that's the wrong button. I'm good at Elden Ring, but I'm so much better at Bloodborne. I think the only thing I suck at in this game is PvP, but I suck at PvP in every game. In every single From Software game, I am bad. All right, new game.
Huh?
Skip. Name. Deathless 2. Milk Toast to Professional. Appearance. Load. Bam. Finish. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Locked in on that button input, dude. Immediately perfectly skipped the cutscene. Alright. We gotta kill the wolf, obviously. I mean, other guys will just skip it, but nah, that's not how I do things. Ow. Ow. Oh, it didn't let me roll. Oh no, that sucks. Ah, well, we gotta start over. Gotta start over. And unlike Elden Ring, I actually have to, because killing me takes me to the hub world. So I actually have to start over. which is fine because it's not like an Elden Ring where I gotta actually do all of this sorts of running and then go into a spot and then for sure die. Like, you don't have to die to get to the dream.
Oh, yeah.
Professional. Load. Boom. No. Yes. Thank you. Go. All right. Deathless isn't your thing. Hey, hey, hey. This is only attempt 2. I said 10 or less. I said 10 or less. You feel like Elden Ring is easier than other Souls games? I agree, dude. Fabio, how you doing, man?
All signed and sealed.
I'm doing pretty good, even though you just walked in and saw me die. Friday stream, that's new. Yes, sir. I made a post on my community page, but I am off until next week, Wednesday or Thursday, one of the 2 days. And I put on times and dates for when I'll be streaming over the next few days off that I have. Today we're doing Bloodborne. We're gonna still finish Lies of P because I am actually having a really good time with that game. But... Oh, that's not it. Well, that sucks. There it is. That's the opening I needed. Big ol' booty smack. But honestly, after the Lies of P streams, once Lies of P wraps up, it could take the whole rest of the streams or anything else. Honestly, I'm probably going to go back to the Deathless run. Whether it be for Bloodborne or Elden Ring, whichever one I do first. Or whichever one I feel like I'm better at. And we'll see. I think this one is really going to be pretty quick, because I don't expect to die to any boss in this game. I am very good at this game. Way better than Elden Ring. Alright, gotta grab my mollies in the corner. And then up the ladder. And then away we go. Oh, I should also mention with streams, I have to look on my little planner calendar that I've made to organize my life a little more. But I'm probably going to be streaming probably during the weekdays in the morning, like 9 to noon, something like that. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Highest quality with Bloodborne, away, yep, you right. My favorite line in Bloodborne that an enemy has is the, you are not wanted here. It's probably my favorite. At least from an enemy. My favorite actual lines is one we're not going to experience, because I have to go complete a very long quest to do it, and I don't want to do that. It is Alfred's lines when he's just absolutely pummeled what's it called? Oh god, what's her name? Queen Annalise. I should know that. It shouldn't have taken me that long. Yeah, when he pummeled Queen Annalise into just a pile of moving guts and talks about her insides being on the outsides. That's my favorite line in the game. It's so well written. It's so cool. And I can't remember what form of media after Bloodborne came out literally used it word for word because it was so well written. And I think it was in like a movie or a TV show. And I'm like, no joke. Word for word from that line. It was so cool. Like, I remember watching it with my girlfriend, and I got so mad at that show or movie or something. Like, I was audibly distraught because I'm like, they just took that from Bloodborne. The scammers. It's a shame this game never got a remaster. I think it will once PlayStation 6 comes out. I think it's going to be either a on-release game like Demon's Souls, or I think it's going to be a remaster on release. I don't think it's going to be... It's either going to be a remake or a remaster, and I think it's coming out with a PlayStation 6. What's going to really determine that, though, is how GTA 6... How many consoles GTA 6 sells. Because if everybody's still trying, if nobody wants to play GTA 6, which I just don't see happening, then the PlayStation 5's life cycle is going to be that much longer. So until they think enough people have PlayStation 5s, they're not going to really focus too hard on the PlayStation 6. And on top of that, is there anything, like, better that they could really do? Like, so many games don't really optimize their games to load really fast. Like, that was the big thing going from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, was load times are going to be drastically reduced. So instead of it being like 45 seconds to a minute, it's now like 30 seconds or 20 seconds. And I'm like, I never really noticed anyway. Like, I didn't see a difference in that, but I know some people did, depending on what game they were playing. And other small performance things like that I know are big for the PS5. But, like, what else can you really improve on other than that? So, instead of making it 20 seconds, now what? Are you going to shoot for 15? Like, I don't know. Let me see. Where is it? This way. We want to go this way for more stones. And then we're going to backtrack through the sewers, and then we're going to go fight. Once we upgrade our weapon to +2, we will fight Cleric Beast and Papa Guac. Okay, cool. He's not running. Sick. He's running at me. That makes it a little more awkward to try to grab these. Then we got to fall on the coffins to take fall damage. And now it's time to start shooting stuff. God, I don't know if there's a game that has a more satisfying parry. I'm not talking deflects like Sekiro or Lies of P. I'm talking an actual parry, where it opens up for a riposte or a visceral attack. Any Souls game other than Dark Souls 2 needs a remaster. I would love a Dark Souls 2 remake, honestly. Then I would actually be intrigued to play the original again. Because I played the original once. I have the Scholar of the First Sin version of the game. And I think that came with all of the DLCs. I played all of them once. I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything. So if there was a remake or a remaster that was actually good, preferably a remake, I'd play it. For sure. It's like I didn't have a PlayStation 3 with Demon Souls. Like, I did have a PlayStation 3 at one point, but basically played like the normie games of Call of Duty when I first had a console, and sports games like MLB The Show. And I didn't know games like Dark Souls existed. Yeah, we'll put these on. So when Dark Souls 2 was on the PlayStation 4, I bought the digital version of the game. And then I eventually bought a used version for the PlayStation 3, I think. It's either PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4. I have it on my shelf back there. And I have that because, like, if the game is good, I'm gonna buy a physical copy of it at some point. I think I've talked about that before. But Dark Souls 2, I was like, the game's good. I know I liked it, but I don't remember any of it. Nothing. I think the only fights I remember are Smelter Demon, and that's it. That's the only one. I don't remember anything else. So, like, I was actually happy they brought him back into Night Rain, because it made me revisit kind of a challenging boss. You played the others multiple times? Dark Souls 2 is one and done? Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. And then there are a lot of people that really defend it because that was their first Souls game. Which is fair, because I do a very similar thing with Bloodborne. Bloodborne was my first Souls game. So, when people, like, crap on the bosses and things like that, I do actually get mad because I'm like, no, these bosses are actually really good. Like I will argue very hardly for all of them, with the exception of 2 bosses. 2 bosses are pretty mid or lackluster. Everybody else, phenomenal. And that's not an exaggeration. I think collectively Bloodborne has the best bosses. Not to say, like, Elden Ring doesn't have good bosses, or Dark Souls 1 doesn't have good bosses, but I think as a whole, if you compared bad to good, Bloodborne has the least bad. That's true. That's true. Miyazaki himself did say this was his favorite. You played Dark Souls 2 3 or 4 times, not a bad game overall, but it's a bad Souls game. I mean, yeah, that's a good way to explain it. Like, mechanically speaking, the game works. It's a good game. But when you compare it to the other Souls games, it's not as good. Like, if you rate Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3 anywhere from like the 7 to 9 or 10 out of 10, Dark Souls 2 is like a 6 or a 5. Like, it's serviceable, but it's not one most people are going to really jive with. So, yeah. At least that's my interpretation of it. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta go back and level up my weapon. God, I was thinking back to my speedrun days when I would try to beat this as fast as I could. That's not what this is. This is Deathless. I don't have to beat it fast. I gotta beat it overpowered as all get out. But again, to really challenge my skill and show off that I am very good at this game, I'm not gonna go to 50 health. We're gonna stop at 30. 30 is enough. I can get hit 3 times in a fight. In end game, it's 3 times. And most of the base game stuff, it'll be done by then, so it's not going to matter. You've even played Demon Souls once? Yeah, the Demon Souls remake is honestly one of my favorite From Software games. Like, ignoring the clunky gameplay, because the developers said, or Bluepoint said, they're not taking that out. The game will still have the same amount of frames for every... Oh, God. The game will have the same amount of frames for every attack. So they didn't change that. They just added more riposte frames and, like, tried to make it a little less buggy, I believe was what they tried to do. In terms of, like, a performance side. Otherwise, it was all... I didn't even grab the saw spear. What's wrong with me? I got distracted talking about cool stuff. But when you're looking at like Demon Souls remake, the visuals alone are outstanding. Like, Bluepoint being shut down is a travesty. They should not have been shut down ever. That was just an entirely poorly managed company, organization, studio that should have been ran so much better. Because holy crap, how can you make a game like Demon Souls and then close your doors? You shouldn't. Unless leadership just really sucks. And to have them make a game that made me really say, like, Demon Souls I think is better than Dark Souls 1. Overall, as a whole. I think level design, some of the best. The only thing I would really change is the hub world would not be like something you teleport to, you'd find it. Like how you find the Hunter's Dream or the Hunter's Workshop in Bloodborne. Like, you just come across it. You know what I mean? Or like Firelink Shrine. If they changed that, I think Demon Souls would probably be one of my favorites of all time. And it'd be permanently locked in the top 5 for me. Because I really love the lore of that game. I love the enemy variety. I love the level design. I love the difficulty of the game. I love the New Game Plus. It's the only new game, or New Game Plus, that actually has a challenge every single time you play. And it's not because of, like, oh, janky controls. Like, they actually make it harder, which is really cool. Like, going into New Game Plus, you have to have a complete build. You can't just be like... oh, I'm just gonna throw some stats over here, throw some stats over there with a random weapon that's not fully upgraded. Like, you have to have a fully upgraded weapon or weapons Got to have some magic of some kind. Like, it's a very well thought out game. And I wish From Software did that with Elden Ring. I really do. That'd make me want to play Elden Ring more often. But yeah. You guess Elden Ring is the easiest among the Souls because you get graces everywhere in the world. There's no need to run all the way from start to boss just to die and repeat everything. I mean, that's all true. It's very good points. It's very good points. And that's something that I think should be in a Souls game, though, is having a run back. I think having a run back is important. And you get OP from the start. Yeah, that's true. But I would also argue you can do that from this game, too. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get overpowered as fuck. Right from the start. But I'm also just really good at this game. So, to me, OP looks a lot different to other people. And what I really like about Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 and like Dark Souls 1 as well and Demon Souls is the game is the right size. For me, I think Elden Ring is too big for itself. And that's not to say like there's too much content. I think there's too much space for the content they had. Like if they just made the world a little bit smaller, I think that would have been better. For me, I would play it more often. Just saw you die by the dog at the start. Hey, that wasn't a dog. It was a dog and 3 ladies and a troll. All hitting me at the same time because they like my voluptuous butt cheeks. Okay? It's not my fault I got an ass that jiggles for days. Alright, I think I gotta go back. Yeah. Nope. There we go. Alright. Now we can upgrade weapons, and we can go start messing with bosses. Wait, hang on. I didn't grab the saw spear. God dang it. Are they gonna be back up top, or are they gonna be on the ground? Right, I didn't grab the saw spear. I feel like I didn't. I feel like I only fell off once. Yep, that's what I thought. I talk too much, man. I talk too much. It's fine. It's because I love this game. Like, I genuinely love this game. I had a question asked to me by one of my buddies during when I first started playing this game, and they're like, what game would you want to live in and be a part of? And this was right before Elden Ring came out. I was like, well, we'll have to wait and see about Elden Ring, but right now I'd say Bloodborne. And he turned and looked at me and thought I was an absolute psychopath. He's like, you want to murder people? And I'm like, no, I want to get incredibly strong by just, you know, taking in a little bit of blood. Like, most of these weapons that we use are insanely heavy. Like, take the saw cleaver or the saw spear. It is a thick, serrated weapon that has gears on it that make it shift and transform into an actual spear when it also is a saw. That thing's gotta be like probably a good 15, 20 pounds. And we swing it incredibly fast. The saw spear, yep. Yep, that's fine. That's, again, another reason why Bloodborne, I think, is, like, in my opinion, it's better for me than Elden Ring, because in Elden Ring, if I did something like that, I would have to run for days to go get it again. Especially if it was like a speedrun situation where you're not going to get every grace. Like, I think the size of Bloodborne is perfect. Like, there's absolutely... There's so little things that I would change with Bloodborne to really make it better or updated. But you know, if I was a game developer with From Software, you know one thing I would change or update I'll show you. I'll show you. It's the simplest thing, and I don't know why it's not an Elden Ring. That right there. Why is that not an Elden Ring? I can't stand the fact that I run through a level, I fall off a cliff, I don't take any fall damage, but I just sit there for a second and get stunned. I'd rather take a little bit of fall damage and be able to roll so I don't die from the enemies around there. It drives me nuts. Having a huge world is both good and bad. I completely agree. If they have enough content to fill the whole world, it's great. That's what I think Elden Ring doesn't have. They have the right amount of content, but they don't have the right size. I think it's just too big. Like, it's a very good size for most of, like, the legacy dungeons, but I think the open world is just a little too big. Just a little bit. But I also think, at the other end of the spectrum, it provides a ton of player exploration, which is cool. But the problem with that, again, is on sequel playthroughs, you know where most of the stuff you want to get is at, or you looked up where you want to get the other stuff, so you're going to be avoiding a good chunk of the map. Unless you're trying to fight, like, all 200 and whatever bosses. Alright, saw a spear. And then gotta buy a little blood. Actually, we'll buy bullets. Alright, here we go. Now we're locked in. Let's go fight Cleric Beast. Now we get a little taste of a boss rush. Because we get to go right from Cleric Beast straight to Papa Guac. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can get the opening face shot. Got him! And Molly. Right in his face. Ow. It's okay, I can get that back. Ow. Miss me. Miss me. I love the transformation attacks, dude. It's so good. It's so good. Surprised I haven't gotten the other visceral yet. Not gonna lie. I'm a wee bit surprised. Just yeet it. Just yeet it in the opposite direction. That's what you want to see. Alright, not bad. But also not a hard boss. Alright, we are going to heal, because we're probably going to fight a troll on the end of a bridge to get some health back. Because he always drops 2 blood vials. I mean, I should probably go back and level up, but nah, it's fine. I'll be okay. Papa Guac is not that hard. I think the only boss I will die to, though, is either Papa Guac, because I'm doing what I'm doing now, and I'm going in a little slightly under-leveled in terms of damage. Or I will probably die to the witches, because I think the Wandering Madman will just decide to never leave me alone. And I'm going to try to avoid them. What? You're not supposed to be here. Alright, there we go. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. Papa Guac. Rude. Rude. Dude, are you okay? Dude, are you okay? You're a little crazier than normal. There we go. That's what I needed. Wow, that's not nearly as much damage as last time. Which is kind of a problem for me, just saying.
What's that smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
I love that line. This dude's so cool. Ow! Holy crap. Oh, thought you were jumping. How did I miss the parry? What? How did I miss the parry, though? I gotta rewind that, because I saw the animation and the bullet fire, but did it just go, like, right through him? Like, I'm dead serious. Did it just go right through him? That was weird. That was weird. Like, I'm not even considering that to be my fault, because I had the perfect parry timing. I just think the game bugged for a second. That was very weird. That was very, very weird. I haven't seen that before. Jesus Christ. I got this new pop filter thing for my mic because I've noticed in some videos when I like get really loud and I say like a letter B or a letter P, it just makes my audio suck. So I'm testing this new thing out to see if this works better than what I've used before. And I forget how freaking big it is because it's like the size of my face. And I didn't think I ordered that big of a one. Deathless 4. Here we go, baby. Load. Bam. Finite.
Good.
Also, you guys know what challenge I'm actually tempted to try to do? I just don't know if I have a good enough PC to do it. I don't know why it is called this, so do not ask why it is called this, the name of the challenge. But it is the French challenge. So the French challenge is use what you get, all bosses in Elden Ring. And the items and weapons all auto-equip. So basically every item, weapon, boss, everything is randomized. Oh, what a sneaky little rat. And it is basically the hardest challenge anybody can come up with because there's so many different obstacles that will make you that'll make you fail. Yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that. I had like 3 opportunities. It's fine. It's fine. But like I think that would be probably the hardest challenge, but I also think it'd be the most fun because like every single time you load the game, it would be different. And with the exception of the very first boss outside of the Church of Inhibition, like it'd basically be just a harder version of what I was trying to do, right? Where every death you have to restart and create a new seed. I think that's really cool. I just don't know if my PC would handle it. I'd have to test it on my end. And again, I have no idea why. We'll get rid of that one. Oh, my farthest is an hour apparently. but we'll do that one. We'll get rid of that.
Oh.
What am I on, 5? I think I'm on 5. All right, here we go. Nailed it. I'm the best. All right, time to actually kill the wolf. I'm not gonna die this time. After all, this is a deathless run. We can't die to a random enemy. I just like killing him because it's free blood. You just gotta smack him in the butt a couple times. Oh, that was my window, god dang it. There we go. Smack the booty. Locked in. Easy. All right. Now we go. All right, need the mollies in the corner. Excuse me. Pardon me. Thank you. I also want to know how they created this little scream here by Cleric Beast. Because when I first played this, that scared the ever-loving shit out of me. Hello! Goodbye! I love how when they climb the ladder, they just stand and look at you like... And then they just start running again. It's kind of funny. If you wonder why I choose the cane at the start instead of the saw cleaver, it's because of a skip in the end, near the end of the game. What am I doing? I just need to go. Because obviously the saw cleaver would be better, but if I take the saw cleaver, then I have to level up both strength and skill. With the saw spear, I just got to level up skill. Which allows me to put more levels into vitality and stamina if I want. Which near the end game, I will do. I will put more in stamina, but I probably won't put in any in stamina until I get to the end game. Because you can get through a full transformation attack combo and still have enough stamina to dodge. Which is what I really like to play Bloodborne with. It's transformation attacks. Easy. No hit run. Starting already. I definitely get hit already by the wolf. Definitely did not. Nobody saw it. Alright. We need to get the shortcut. Then we gotta run through again for my saw spear. I should go saw spear first, but nah, it's fine. I like to go this way first so I get my armor that I never equip because I always forget about it. Always kill this dude for the bullets. Always. Always drops 4. Both whiff. Alright, shortcut. Then here we go. Ah, thank you. So nice. So nice. Alright, need to run past my lycanthropes again. Which I think those are the coolest looking enemies in the game. Those ones are the sharks and fishing Hamlet. Oh my god. Brain. Process words better. Like, visually, those two enemies are so cool. I also know I think everybody hates the sharks. I actually kind of like them. I actually do. I kind of like them. The sharks are terrifying, and that's kind of what Bloodborne's trying to go for, is you're in a nightmare. So, I think they do a great job in that regards. Aw, didn't want to give me a stone? There we got this dude. Yeah! Stone! Thank you! Nice. One thing I really like with this game, too, that I don't think is done that well in Elden Ring, and this is like a very, very minor, picky thing, but you can change the direction of the visceral attack in Bloodborne ever so slightly to keep them on a specific platform. Which isn't a huge deal, except for when you're in a situation like this, where there's a lot of enemies around on the ground, or underneath a level, and you want to make sure that you don't have to jump down there to try to get your loot. You should fall. You look like you want to fall. Goodbye! Ooh. He did a little tumbling on the way down. Sucks for that guy. I like the hood. Boom, bam, bop. Alright, I'm armored now. No excuses. I gotta come up here. This time I'm gonna remember Saw Spear first try. I gotta kill these 3 amigos up top after I kill the dude inside. Because the dude inside will also come out and ruin your day. I don't see... Oh, there's Big Boy. Okay, we can kill these 2. Got him! Easy. Ooh, an oil urn. That's a rare drop. Ooh, did I pick up the bullets? I did not. Alright, let's go grab the other bloodstone shard down the corner. Around the corner. And then we will climb. Or drop down by the rats for the other ones. Alright, well, that was scary. I didn't realize the crow fell down. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I want to go this way. Gotta kill these dudes to replenish the vials. Why another oiler? My goodness. They must really want me to melt cleric beasts. Thank you. And booty poke right in the cheek. Alright, now we gotta climb. Eileen! I want my bold hunter's marks.
Oh, what?
Thank you. Okay, there's the bloodstone shards. And then here is the whip, or the spear. Aw, man, the rats are gonna follow me. How many? Oh, it's just 2. I will hopefully be able to navigate around them. If not, that's gonna be annoying. Stuff like that, I think, is gonna be the reason why I die in this game. I don't think I'm gonna die from bosses very often. Oh my god, I got nice RNG. That's so helpful. Perfect. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright. Bolds, blood stuff. Ow. I'm surprised those guys haven't killed me yet. I feel, because it's 2 of those little pushy attacks that can kill you. Alright, give me my blood. Thank you. Money. It's all about the money. Gotta have the money. Got him. Alright, then we gotta go up here and kill these 2 yahoos. So I can get my other bold hunter's marks, because it's less to buy later. Got him. Alright, let's head back. And I get all of the stones. I feel like I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm like 90% sure. Alright. Is there anything else that I need to get? I mean, I guess I could have grabbed the madman's knowledge, but that's fine. I don't need to level up yet. We'll level up after Cleric Beast. Hey, Fabio. On the Streets of Yharnam, yes sir, one of my favorite levels in the game, and honestly probably my favorite intro level to any of the From Software games. I really like how everything kind of loops back, and it's like right when you need a shortcut, there is one. I really, really like that about this game. Because I remember, like, my first time actually giving Bloodborne a try. I was like, man, I don't know if I know the way back. I really need a shortcut. And then I just came through, like, I saw a door that looked like it opened, and I just went through it. I'm like, oh my god, the gate! Thank you! I needed that so bad. Like, I just love that. That made me so happy. Instantly, stuff like that hooked me on Bloodborne. This was also one of the few games that From Software made early on, like when I first started falling in love with the genre, where I was like, what's over here? What's around the corner? And I think the vibes in Bloodborne are just immaculate. Yarnum is Venice at night, for real, a darker version, but so damn close. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, hang on. Why am I not hitting the right buttons? There we go. I'm not gonna get it. Ah, I got it! Let's go! Well, somebody's aggressive today. Jump attack! If you didn't know, there's a jump attack in this game. Nobody ever uses it because it's in the most weirdest inputs. Alright, well, I thought you were backpedaling, but that's okay. He really likes that attack today. Miss me. Whoo! Close one. Close one. Very close. Very close. Good try, Cleric Beast. You almost had me. You almost had me. Alright. Gotta think, what do I need to do? I think just level up. I didn't pick up any new stones, so. And then blood. Also, if you are upset that I killed the doll, that's unfortunate for you. She's evil. Straight up facts, homie. She's evil. So every single time I come back to the dream, she will be dying. Every time. This is the only game where the maiden's actually the bad guy. Well, Demon Souls kind of had that too. Bloodborne, I think, did it a little better. Alright, let's kill Papa Guac this time. Excuse me, fellas. Thank you. Alright, I think I gotta manage my stamina a little better against this guy. That's probably what done me in last time. Easy. God, that's so much damage when you level up.
The sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me.
Can we skip second phase?
Sick.
Nope. Oh, basically. Just yeet. Who needs fire? You know? Who needs it? I needs it. Please give it to me. Oh my God, he's a legend. Oh, well, whiff. Ow. All right, well, that was easy. Missed a couple parries, had to give up on it, but we got it done. We got it done. I didn't want to rely on R1s because my weapon was tricked, and that was the slower forms, or the slower hitter. But it worked. We got it. All right, now on to Bloodstarved Beast, where I'm gonna need to switch back to my other armor because it has higher poison resistance. Well, that's not the right button. Ah, there we go. Okay. Blood gem tool, thank you. Alright, I got a fully heal here because we're just gonna run right to the old Yarnum lamp once we pick up the remaining bloodstone shards. I hope I don't poop my pants trying to deal with those giant trolls. Or giant huntsmen. Lumbering giants. Whatever you want to call them. This guy right here likes to be a little stickler. Like that! What a little jerk! Alright, now that's not even the tricky part. Tricky part's up here. Because that I know I will survive. If I am full health. This I do not. Alright, please be chill. Be chill and mellow. Be chill and mellow. Shit. Okay, I did grab it. Cool. Whew! Alright. That's the wombo combo that will just absolutely demolish you. And I said this like right at the start of the stream, but I don't know if I had a lot of people here. How cool would it be if From Software just randomly decided to make a Bloodborne 2, just out of nowhere, to make some crazy people like me really happy, which I know it's not going to happen. But still, a dude can dream. But anyway, imagine if they gave the player a chance to use a meteor hammer. How cool would that be? Like, that dude's got one. They can program it. They can put it in the game. Right? They can put it in the game, but they can't make, like, a meteor hammer. It's either a baby flail, like in Elden Ring, or you get, like, whips. Which, don't get me wrong, I love me a threaded cane, but I would much rather like to see a giant, heavy object being spun around and then whacking things to bits. You know what I mean? That'd be sick. Like, same with Monster Hunter. If Monster Hunter had a meteor hammer, that'd be dope. Like, you latch onto it and tug it down when it's tired and weak, or if it's not and it and it gets latched by you, it like pulls you somewhere and you can chain the attack combo. Oh, that'd be so cool. Capcom from Software, if you heard that, if I somehow magically have a developer that sees this, hit me up. I got some pretty good ideas. I won't even need credit for them. Won't even need credit. Just let me test it. That's it. All right, Fluffy. I want to kill you because you could potentially drop me a beast blood pellet, baby. Be nice like you were earlier, unlike my first attempt. Well, okay. That's not anything special because I don't need them anymore. All right. Back to the dream. All right. Evil lady is dead. Gotta upgrade our weapon. Blood gem. Oh, wait. Hang on. Use that. Put it on the weapon. It's not a very good blood gem, but it'll help. You know? It'll help. And then we can level up. Do I have any money? I do have money. We'll do health. Okay, I need to swap to this. And Old Yarnum. Here we go. I should have bought more bullets or blood, but that's fine. We're not going to kill many enemies here. We're just going to grab some fire paper in a couple of different spots and then run to the boss. And beast blood pellets. We got to kill it. We got to kill some lycanthropes for that. Also, for any of you Bloodborne nerds that didn't know this, where is it? Right there. Look at how funny that is. I love that. They just completely forgot about it. I need the blood, Jura. We've already heard this several times today. I could go get more cold blood, but nah, it's fine.
You are a skilled hunter.
Thank you.
Adept, merciless. Half cut with blood, as the best hunters are. Which is why I must stop you.
You can try, buddy. We are going to leave him alone because he doesn't give us anything we would need. Don't shoot me, please. Thank you. It'd be terrifying to see an NPC climb up a ladder. At least a Bloodborne NPC. Because it's not like Dark Souls 3 where you can just yeet some dudes off a ladder because you're standing at the top. I also love this. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. And that, I love that. I wish that was an Elden Ring. God, I wish it was an Elden Ring. That'd make Elden Ring more fun for me. Because it just speeds up how fast you can move. You don't feel stuck into the ground. Oh, somebody died. Sucks for them. Alright. I love that we're two-tapping things now. I don't need these, but I'm gonna grab them to sell them. Ooh, fools. I don't think I've had that in forever. What does that do? Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Hello? Oh, well, that's not what you want to see. But that's fine. Alright. Fluffy. Thank you. Beast Blood Pellet. No. It's a very rare drop from these guys, but when you get it, it just brings you joy. Because we only get 6, and we gotta use them very sparingly on bosses. So killing these dudes in Old Yarnum is a good spot to farm for them if you are a farmer. I am not. But in a Deathless run, it's kind of important that you don't die, which means there are some situations where you may need to use a Beast Blood Pellet. So trying to get more is helpful. Oh, I just realized I forgot to grab the other fire paper. Oh well, that's fine. I get the badge pretty soon, so I technically don't need it. But it is helpful to have 5 fire paper instead of 2. Alright, let's kill the Screamy lady right here. And then we gotta kill the Lycanthrope to hopefully get Beast Blood Pellets. We'll see. Oh god! Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Oh, terrifying. Terrifying enemy right there. I thought that was the run. Not gonna lie. I thought that was the run, because that thing hits way harder than the other ones, and I don't know why. Alright, Old Hunter's Mark. Again, just more to sell for more levels. Where is this? And then I need this. More money. All about the money, baby. And then we can go in. They will not come get me. That. Very risky right there. That move hits really hard. Yeah, you can see how much damage that just took. That was perfect time. Could have parried it. Not worth it. Alright, is he dead? Easy. Dang near flawless, if I don't say. Alright. Now we need to run to... Where? Where do we need to run? Backside of Cathedral Ward, I believe. $15. We'll just go to 20. It's helpful. So I don't use them. Boom, bam, bop. Done. Cathedral Ward. God, I've already been streaming for 2 hours. That's wild. That's wild. It's very wild to me. Because I feel like I just started. I think it's because Bloodborne is just so good. I think it's so good. It's my favorite game. I get addicted to this game. Probably twice a year, 3 times a year. Or it's all I play. It's all I want to play. Because, like, the speed of the game, how fast you move through it. how fast you get to go fight bosses compared to Elden Ring is just so good, dude. It's just so good. Not many games scratch that itch for me. This one and Sekiro, that's about it. Need mollies for when I go back down. And money. Love these dudes. They're so funny. Laugh. Laugh. Laugh, wheelchair man. Oh. Why no laugh? When you laugh, it's amazing. Like, I feel like the voice actor who voiced the enemies in Yarnum did such a good job. Like, I think it's one dude and he just had a hell of a time making some of the randomest noises while he was playing. Or while he was making this game. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. Okay, good. Alright, and we just keep running. I know the other way's faster, but I want twins. Alright. Heal. Fall off. Fall off again. Oh my god, that scared me. Thought I was gonna miss the edge for some reason. And then we can keep going. Alright, the doll set to sell to give us a lot of money. And then there we go. Gotta heal twice. And then we can jump down to kill a thingy-mabob. What's its name? Oh god, what's it called? What's it called? It's gonna bother me. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember. Oh god, what's it called? I think it's like an abyssal beast. I don't remember. But we gotta kill this thing to get our beast room. Saw it on there for but a moment. But that is going to give us a little extra damage for our beast meter when we're using beast blood pellets. So we get to deal more damage for either a heavier hitting weapon or a fast weapon that does good transformation attacks. Because it gives us a little extra buildup when we do transformation attacks. Or just attacking in general, I should say. Okay, I need that. We're gonna heal, because I might get shot a couple times. Gotta grab a lot of money, a lot of Madman's knowledge, my twin bloodstones, and a good gem that we're gonna use for probably half the game. Hello, puppy. Bye, puppy. More blood. And then Madman's knowledge. And then a somewhat scary part. Not this. This is fine. Big hat flamethrower man over here. He's the scary part. Because depending on where he's at and where he sees you, he can just start blasting you with fire. And it's terrifying, because if you get hit by that, it sucks. Real bad. Leave me alone. I didn't do anything to you. Oh god. I don't like the gooshers. The gooshers creep me out, man. Brain suckers are terrifying. Alright, there's my good gem. Normally I would go away, but I want the twin bloodstones. So we are gonna go right here. Yeet! So if you don't have any mollies, poking him will also do a great job of killing him. It's incredibly weak to thrust attacks. Just so you're aware. Alright, well there we go. Easy peasy. Done with. Now we got a little bit of leveling up to do. Got to switch our gems around. And then we can run through the rest of Cathedral Ward to get our weapon up to +5. And then we're going to move through Hemwick, kill the witches, and then move to Vicar. And then probably move into Forbidden Woods, because I think that's what we'll only be able to do by then. Oh, weapon. Weapon, weapon, weapon. Oh, and I gotta sell stuff. Duh. Sell. Bam. 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 Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Or any of these. God, I have so much money too. All right, 60,000. Good chunk of change. Yeah, that's what I want. Right there. That's good. We are doing a ton of damage already. And we have a good chunky health bar for right now. Like I said, I'm going to get it to 30 and probably be done with it until, I don't know, DLC. Because I'm going to try to get skill up to 50. 50, I believe, is the hard cap. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 50. Alright, so we gotta run up the stairs. I'm gonna leave the item on top of this staircase because I will grab it when I actually go fight Vicar Amelia. And I leave it because these enemies right here sometimes will hit you. So I hate being the guy that picks up blood vials and then immediately loses them because I just got hit. You know what I mean? So over here, drop. Grab the blood. Oh, I almost aura farmed right there. And then I think you can just walk around here. Nice and smooth. When you get to the rocks, we can start moving. Hello, sir. Ow, holy crap, that hurt. Is this enough? Oh, not enough. Twins! Oh my god, he was nice. Hell yeah. That means I only gotta get 6 in Hemwick. Awesome. What? Oh god. There's like one frame that this dude can actually hit you with. So it's terrifying to deal with. Got him. Alright, and then we have to ever so stealthily. Yeet! Take your time, big fatty. Take your time. Thank you. Alright, then. Yeet. Simple enough. Ooh, tempering blood gem. Nice. Alright, let's go run to Hemwick. How many stones do I have? 7. I'm at what right now? 4. Okay. I need more. I think I need 6 more. Ow. Ooh, are those wandering madmen gonna pop in? I think it's 15. I think I'm good, but we'll see. The wandering madman always make this little section of the run so tricky. Nope, they didn't pop in. Sweet. That makes life way easier because I just got dogs to deal with. Which is perfectly fine. Ow. Are they following me? Oh, one's stuck. That's fine. Stay up there. Alright, that'll work. Cool. Alrighty. Let's upgrade our weapon again. And then we're going to run through Hemwick. And this time I'm not going to get my voluptuous butt cheeks absolutely clapped by a angry lady, a couple angry ladies and a dog. Why is this weird? Oh, that's why. It's because the guard fell off. That makes sense. I think that's it, yeah. Can I level up again? I don't know. I can. Cool. Hemwick's a short area? Yes, it is. It's a very short area. But it does have a couple of nice things in it that I like. Like, it has the Canehurst access once you kill the witches. And I like how you can see Canehurst Castle from the edge of the area. If getting to that point didn't suck, I'd show it. Because, you know, Deathless run kind of can't go through a lot of this, the sucky parts of the game, which there isn't very many. Alright, so that's 2. Need 4 more. What's the castle name? You like the castle? It is Castle Canehurst. Castle Canehurst is really cool. It's my favorite area of the game. That's in the base game. The DLC is a different story. Because I really love the clock tower in the DLC. It's so cool. And left. Oh, the dog got me. He took a shorter path. What a nice guy. Alright. I think these are our last twins. I think. Let me see. Yep. Excellent. Now I don't have to go grab the one that I died at last time. I probably didn't even need to grab that one either. Yeah, there's Canehurst Castle. Really cool. Is Lady Maria in the base game or DLC? She is a DLC boss. The DLC bosses are Ludwig the Accursed. Then you have Living Failures, which is a very underrated boss fight. Then you have Lady Maria, Orphan of Kos, and Lawrence the First Vicar. No, you're all good, man. I'm glad to see you. Alright, those fatties are chasing me, are they? Because if they are, that's going to make this really weird. Totally worth it. Okay, just kidding. Definitely not worth it. Alright, we have to kill him because he will come up and try to smack us in the butt. And we have ladies that like to mess with us too. Which, yes, we are killing. Actually, no, we need to kill him. I want to grab the twins so I can sell them. And I want the madman's knowledge that's here. So roll through that. He drops down. Really? Still alive, huh? Now we can head back. We're going to level up the weapon to +6. Then we're going to burn the witches like nobody's business. And this, again, is the boss fight I think I'm probably going to die to. Because the Wandering Madmen are a nightmare to deal with sometimes. Sometimes they just mind their own business and they're like, you don't bother me, I don't bother you. And then there are other times where it's like, what's that over there? Let me go piss that dude off real quick. Okay. Wait, hang on. I did get it to +6. Okay. I was moving so fast, didn't even pay attention to see if I had purchased everything that I wanted to. I also want to buy fire paper. Alright, Hemwick, here we go. Now we get to just run to the boss. Took you a few minutes to learn the parry, then the big axe size. Oh yeah. The big axe dudes, I call them despicable fatties, because that's what like when I first started playing this game, which was probably like 3-4 months after the game released, maybe a little bit longer. Comments were all like despicable fatty ahead. Like, so I always call them despicable fatties. That's not their name though. I don't remember what their name is in the game. But that is the name I've given them. The more insight, the more of the walkers against the witches. No, it is that is determined on RNG. That's a common misconception. As long as you have insight, the walkers will spawn. If you do not have insight, then they will not. So if you were to walk in, trigger the boss fight, and then go back to the dream using a Bold Hunter's Mark and use all of your insight, then they would not summon the walkers, and you just have to basically just go spank them. Like, find them and spank them. See if I can do this. There's one. Then we're gonna do this to build up even more beast meter. Hopefully she's nice and does not attack me. Oh my god, that dude took a bullet for me. What a legend. Alright, where'd she go? Right there. Oh, I just grazed her ahead of time, didn't I? You see nothing. Got him. Okay, cool. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Scared the bejesus out of me. He was coming. He was coming for me. Ooh. Alright, but we got our Ruin Workshop tool, so now we can put more passives on our character, which is huge. We are mainly going to be going with Beast and Clawmark in this playthrough. Those two are going to be the big workhorse for me. Alright. Let's go put my rune on first. I don't think I need to level up my weapon, because I don't have chunks. Yep, and we're already at +6. Beast rune, baby! Do I need to purchase anything? I don't think so. Yep. Alright, Vicar Amelia, here we come. Now, this, I used to have it down to where I could just stun lock her forever. I don't remember how many hits it is on each arm, but it was like, I think 2 to the right arm, 2 to the left arm, let your stamina come back, hit her again on the right arm, she staggers, don't get the visceral, she'll move away, hit her right arm, hit her left arm, and then get the visceral and she's dead. Like, I think that's literally the combo, or the order. But I always mess it up because I completely forget how it works. And since I'm +6, I'm not going to be able to follow that exact pattern anyway. Because I'm going to hit too hard per hit. Ow! I just said I hate when that happens. As soon as I pick up blood vials, I get hit. I despise when that happens. Normally, that dude doesn't do that attack. He just points. Alright, so we need to do fire paper, beast blood pellet. Alright, here we go. Gonna absolutely mess her up right here. Okay, guess not. I guess I missed the arm way too many times. Which, that's fine. Oh, hello, visceral attack. I was trying to hit the arm, but okay. Well, that was quick. Alright. We get the pendant. We get our secret, so we can go to Forbidden Woods. I want to use the pendant. And then we'll just activate this, and then we will run to Forbidden Woods. Alright, not the cleanest fight, but also didn't die, so that's okay. Yeah, if you really don't hit the first right arm to get the stagger, it's not going to be an easy fight. But once you build up enough beast meter, it's kind of a joke. Why are they jumping on each other? What the hell? Bloodborne, you are majestic. Excuse me, sir. Didn't mean to wake you. It's crazy looking back at how difficult those bosses used to be when I started playing. That's very true, dude. That's so true. Like, one thing that I really love about this game, and like its dynamic difficulty, is if you really learn other than just the boss's moves, like what happens when you hit a limb on the larger boss for so long to break the limb, to do more damage and to get you closer to a visceral attack or a critical hit. Like, it's It's so cool. Like Elden Ring and Dark Souls don't have that. They have just regular stance, or where once you hit a boss a certain number of times, or if they get enough damage done in X amount of time, you open up a chance for a crit, right? That's how both of those games work. Like Elden Ring, you have a posture system or a stance system, and some weapons hit stance more often than others. Like, to give you an example, a Great Mace is ridiculously good at staggering bosses, but it doesn't do a ton of physical damage. Like, it does for a Great Mace, obviously, but it's not going to do a ton of physical damage like a Colossal Weapon. In, like, per hit, if that makes sense. But when you are going to create a Great Mace build, you'd create it... If I were trying to synergize everything, I would have like a multi-hit talisman on with a crit talisman on, the dagger talisman. I'd have what's it called? The stony barbed tier, which I think is the one that lowers or increases the amount of stance damage you do per attack. And then I'd probably put an Ash of War on that would do a pretty good amount, like either a big attack that's fast, or I would just do something to boost damage, like a War Cry or something. And because with that weapon, you just want to hit them fast, and that's a pretty fast weapon to use. So I think that'd be something that would work pretty well, or be pretty good, to make a build like that. And then your other talismans would either be like stamina, or another way of looking at, like, I don't know, defense, or building up more offensive power somehow. But it's all interesting on how that stuff works. Bloodborne's the only game you actually soloed the entire game and learned how to speedrun it. Just a top tier game. Same. Like I can beat Sekiro very fast, but I don't know any of the speedrun strats. And in this game, while I'm moving very quickly, I'm not speedrunning it. Like I don't care how fast I beat it at. And besides, I'm trying to do it deathless, so at times I will need to slow down, which is fine with me. But like this game, I've got so many hours in. It never gets old to me. Never. I have to take breaks because I'm just instantly get addicted to this game again. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I've probably played this game 2-3 times a year, and when I play this game, I play it nonstop. Like nonstop to where it's a problem. Where am I going? That's not the way I was going. I wanted to... This way, yes. This is where I wanted to go. For the blood, and then I wanted to circle back out, because I want to go back up and grab the blue elixir that's up here. Because I will need that for the DLC. And I'll also need it for the winter lanterns. Calm down, dogs. Not here for you. Why did that guy make that sound? That's so rare. No. I hate that move. It hits so hard for no reason. I don't know why I grabbed that. I don't know why I'm doing this. Force a habit. I've got like 2,500 hours in this freaking game. Force a habit. Time does slip away every time you go into the Chalice dungeons, right? Like, so many people did not like the Chalice dungeons. I loved them. I thought they were so good. Like, the deprived Chalices were so much harder than the other ones. Fighting Chalice Amygdala was one of the coolest things I've ever done. And so many people that have played this game just played the base game and the DLC and then left and never tried the Chalices. Chalices are some of the coolest part of this game. There's been times you started and it was sunny, and the next thing you know, the sun's coming back up. Isn't that great, though? Isn't that a great feeling sometimes? Like, to know that you had that much fun with a game, that it robbed you of something you need, like sleep. How are you still alive, sir? My goodness. Like, I don't promote playing games and losing sleep, but like, there's times where in life that's just what's needed. Like, you just need a reset button. And that's one of the ways that I reset, is by playing a game so much that I forget everything that I have going on. Like, that's one of the things I was hoping to do over the next week. Because I started my vacation for my actual day job yesterday. And yesterday, I was honestly a mess. Like, my job, I love my job. It's really, really cool that I get to do. And I'm very privileged to do what I actually do for a paycheck. Because I know there's much more difficult jobs out there. But, like, the last... How many days? Like, the last 72 hours of my job, right before my vacation, was probably the most stressed I've ever been. Ever. In the last 3 or 4 years. And it got to the point where as I started my vacation, I was just sitting there on the couch. I had to drop my girlfriend off at work because her car's in the shop. And I was just like, what am I going to do? Like, I have so much stuff that I need to get done. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because, like, the last 3 days, I've just been working my ass off. Running around like a chicken with my head cut off for 3 straight days. With very little sleep, very little eating. Because of how stressful everything's been for my job. And then I hit my vacation and my boss was like, hey, you did great the last few days. I'll see you in a week. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, well, let's just bust out Bloodborne. See if that calms me down. And dude, I played it yesterday. About an hour and a half. Hour to hour and a half. I got through Shadows. Right to ROM. I put it down because I had to go pick up my girlfriend. I did it all without dying. And I'm like, holy crap, I can do a Deathless run. Let's do it. You definitely got your money's worth with Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Elden Ring. That's good, dude. That's good. I would say I have done just about the same. Bloodborne will be a game I die with. Like, when I am actually dead. Your boy's getting buried with Bloodborne. Alright, we got him poisoned. So now we just need him to get closer. You play the Chalice dungeons only with arcane builds for gems. You don't have the patience to replay it every run. No, that's fair. Like, I don't plan on playing the Chalice dungeons in these runs or these challenges or anything like that unless I want to make a specific challenge for the Chalice runs. Like if I was trying to do a BL4 run, I'd probably take that into the Chalices. I think that'd be cool. I think there's very few people that have played Bloodborne with a BL4 run that would actually do that. Collecting the gems are so fun. I mean, yes and no. If you know what Chalice has the gems you want, then I would say yes. I hated farming for the arcane gems. I did. I hated farming for the arcane gems. I didn't mind the physical gems, didn't mind the blood-tinged gems, but man, trying to farm for the arcane ones was just not fun. I did not enjoy it, because I think that was the last gems that I really searched for. So I just didn't want to deal with it. Alright. Cheese is almost done. Almost there. God, this enemy, I wish it was an actual boss in the base game. Like, he's so cool. Such a good line. Such a good line. Alright, but that's what we wanted. So we could get even more beast build up from our beast pellets. Cannon. Good weapon to sell. Now we want to run this way. You wish there was an actual bow in this game, not a trick weapon? Oh, so you're not talking like Simon's bow blade. Like you wish it was just like a bow and then in your other hand you had a weapon? I'm assuming? Because that would have been pretty cool. I wish there was a meteor hammer. Ow. I deserve that. The Tonitrus is one of the weapons which splits well on physical and bolt damage for you. Your last run with that weapon was pretty good. That's pretty cool. I wish there was just more to do with the Tonitrus. Like I get bored when weapons only have like one animation, you know what I mean? Like the Tonitrus, for example, it doesn't really have a different attack at all. Like you just buff it, you know? But otherwise, like, there's not many weapons that have that type of issue. Like, I think the Rider Perlash is one of them that's similar to the Tonitrus. It's a very similar moveset. It's not super different. But, yeah, there's a lot of really, really, really good weapons and unique weapons in this game. Oh, you used it without gems from the dungeon? Yeah, that's the... I don't go into the dungeons for the Tonitrus. I just have, like, general arcane scaling. Blade of Mercy is your favorite weapon? It was my favorite weapon at one point. I think they all were at one point, honestly. But for me, I am a huge fan of Bleed. Bleed makes this game so much fun. So having Blood Tinge is so cool. Like a literal blood katana that you use your own blood to power the weapon. Oh, that's so cool. That's so metal. It's so sick. If I was better with that, I'd probably use that weapon for the Deathless run. I'm going to be honest, but I'm much better with the Sock Lever and Saw Spear. Gotta think, who's next? Yeah, we'll buy bullets. Yeah. Alright, anything else that I need to do? Ooh, we can sell some stuff. Sell. Sell. Oh, I'm at +6. I can sell these. Sell the cannon. Oh my god, I got blood. Yeah, the Chikage is so good. Chikage is so good. Definitely my favorite weapon. My second favorite weapon, I feel, is like a lot of people's favorite weapon. And that's the Holy Moonlight Sword. Like, it's so sick. I think that weapon is the best version that weapon has ever been. Like, the Dark Moon Greatsword in Elden Ring is very good. But I think Bloodborne's version of it is better. I think it's so cool. Second half of Forbidden Woods. Here we go. Man, I'm out of my drink again. Well, that's fine. I only got like 15 minutes left of the stream, so we'll probably get through Forbidden Woods and then... Oh, but I've got Rom next. I don't know if I want to end with Rom. Thinking. I think we'll end after Rom. Rom's a good spot to end. This game came out in 2015 and still has so much PvP in it. That's true. I'm not a huge fan of the PvP in this series, and I think this is the one weak point of Bloodborne. I think the PvP has too much gun spam. When you actually get a duel, though, where nobody is shooting, it's a very, very, very well done PvP system. Like, I've had some duels where it's like I'm using the Church Pick or the Chikage, two of my favorite weapons, and somebody else is using Holy Moonlight Sword or Ludwig's Holy Blade or anything like that, and it's just so fun. But when you have somebody using like the Saw Cleaver or the Saw Spear and they're just looking to parry, it's so boring because it's just like, man, I don't want to deal with somebody firing a gun every 5 seconds. It just gets annoying. You're only playing for a few hours? Yeah, I got some things I gotta get done around the house while I'm off. It is a staycation, so while I'm not working, I'm doing live streams. I'm gonna be working on some short form content stuff as well. I got my completionist build series that I need to finish up and figure out which one is the best build that I created. Just so I can put like a nice little bow on that series. And then once I'm done with that, I got a different walkthrough series that I want to get started as well, on top of all of the house stuff that I plan on doing. So while this is a vacation, it's still going to be some busyness for me, which is fine. All right, I need this. Can't wait for your build videos. Most of them are out, man. I've made all of the build videos. I just have to compare them. I don't think it's going to be a short. I think it's probably going to be like a 10-minute video where I talk through each build, what they did well, what they needed better or could get better somehow, some way that I just didn't find or see. You absolutely love them little aliens. Yeah, the blue goobers, they're fun. They're fun little enemies. But like with those build videos, I want to actually explain why each one is in the right spot. Like how I initially thought was like, how fast can I kill a boss? Or how fast can I kill every boss in the game? Like every remembrance in the game. But I'm like, dude, I don't have the time to do that. Even on this vacation. The build videos are all in New Game Plus 7. I don't have the time to play the game 6 more times to do that. So we're gonna try to do it with like a string of bosses, if that makes sense, or a single boss that I can compare damage numbers on and go from there. So it'd be like, how fast could you kill Soldier of Godric, as an example? That's not the boss I'm gonna use, but that's the example boss I'll give. And then also talk about, like, compare that with how good or bad the rest of the DLC, or the rest of the game went. Like, did it suck against Radagon? Was it good against Borealis, etc.? That's stuff that I wanted to kind of talk about in the game as well. Because I think just putting it against one dude is not going to be different, or is not going to be good, because, like, Fire Giant, for example, immune to frost, right? So your frost build is going to suck against him. Or my Faith build, it's ridiculously strong. It would be a laughable joke against Radagon, because he's incredibly resistant to holy damage. He has he can block magic spells, so he could block the Ash of War, and like he just nullify it, right? So I'd need to defend why the #1 pick is the #1 pick. You know what I mean? You enjoy when the streamer explains why they use the weapon, which buff, and what order to use buffs, when they explain where their stats go and why. Yeah, that's pretty much what my build video, my end build video, is gonna do. Because each video I made, I did give a very brief description about why I used whatever weapon, or why I used each talisman and things like that. But hold on, I gotta lock in really quick. What an aura farmer right there, just walking into fire. No. No. Okay, you, and now you need to die. Alright, easy peasy. First try, Shadows of Yharnam. Simple, easy. One of the top fights you hated. I think this is one of the best fights From Software has ever made. I'm not lying. I think it's one of the best ones they've ever made. I think it's better than Melania. It is such a good fight. Because it forces you to pay attention to your camera. You have multiple enemies attacking you. You have to pay attention to your resources that you have with fire paper, bolt paper, whatever you plan on using. Like, dude, Shadows of Yharnam is so good. And it's not like the Demon Princes in Dark Souls 3 or in Night Rain, where they're through each other attacking each other. If you're good at spacing, you can move around and still provide plenty of opportunities to kill each one. It's such a good fight. Like, when people tell me they hate that fight, I'm just like, man, you either haven't played all of the other games that have, like, 2 3-on-1s and haven't had to deal with that. Or you have, and for some reason you handled those better than this one. When I think this one is that's such a balanced fight, dude. It's so balanced. It's so good. I need Blood Rapture and anti-clockwise. Alright, I need bolt paper. Because Rom is not as... Rom's stronger to fire, so where's my bolt paper at? Oh, it's Hypogene Jail. But I gotta die to get there. Crap. Is there any other bolt paper around that I can just pick up? I think the only bolt paper is in Hypogene Jail. But I have to die to get there. That sucks. Have you heard of Boss Arena by Modder Postreon Canon? It's for PC. No, I have not. What's that for? Apparently it just came out for Bloodborne. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I don't have like a jailbroken PlayStation or anything like that, so I have no idea how or if I would be able to play that. So we'll see. I'll definitely look into it though, because if I have the ability to play that while I'm on vacation, I'll give it a shot. I love Bloodborne. If more people watched Bloodborne, I'd probably be a Bloodborne only content creator. But not a lot of people watch Bloodborne. Only the obsessed, like me. And maybe some of you. Actually, I think what we're gonna do... It's PC only, sadly. Well, that sucks. I think what we're gonna do is... We're gonna go back through the woods. We're gonna grab the Canehurst summons, and we're gonna run through Canehurst, but we are not gonna kill the boss. Because I want to grab as many chunks as I can. Since I am not using bolt paper, I need to upgrade my weapon as much as humanly possible. So, I gotta go Forbidden Woods. I think what we're gonna do is try to finish ROM, because I don't want to start my stream next time I play this with ROM. Which I'm probably going to do tomorrow. Honestly. Other merchant here in the dream, if you have the badge, I suppose. You don't get the bolt paper badge until you beat Parl. And Parl is only accessible before ROM through dying to one of the Undertakers or the bag dudes. And there's one right outside Cathedral Ward, but since this is a Deathless run, it means I have to get Parl after. After I beat Rom. So I kind of got to go out of my way to make sure I'm doing as much damage against Rom as I can. Which is not the end of the world. It just means we get to go to my favorite level earlier than I would like, but that's fine. Because my initial plan, before I remembered I have to die, which defeats the purpose of the run, was to try to go through the main story of the game and then get all of the side content done with the exception of the witches, because they unlock another passive upgrade with the Carol runes, and then go into the DLC. I could also go through the DLC, but that's not happening. Everything hits way too hard in the DLC for right now. This may show you how much I love this game. Where you fight Rom, there are like hatches you wish connected to the starting area and sewers. So what you're telling me is that in the arena you fight Rom, there are hatches that go through the sewers. In Yarnum or where? Oh, you wish they connected. Okay, I missed that word. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to have that, but when we go to fight Rom, we enter... This is the lore nerd coming out of me. We enter... basically, we enter Willem's dream. Like, that's the best way I can say it. Is Dragonworth is real. When we talk to Willem, he points us off the edge, right? And when we go into the lake, the Moon River Lake, we are essentially entering his dream. Because that's what he's kind of worked on for however long. So, in that regards, the lore-wise, is we are entering the dimension where he basically tortured Rom, did all experiments on Rom, and tried to force it to have babies. So, yeah, it's really, 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 really creepy stuff. Gotta go now. See you in the next episode. Absolutely, sir. I'm probably going to be streaming this tomorrow. Or I might stream it the next day over the weekend, or probably Sunday. Because I do want to get back to Liza P. Because Liza P was so much fun. So, I'll see you next time, dude. Tomorrow is what day? Saturday? I think? Yeah, Saturday. I'll be streaming noon to 3 on Saturday. So, that time we'll be busting out either the rest of Bloodborne or Lies of P. I'm not 100% sure. Probably going to be doing more Bloodborne, because I'm having an absolute blast with this game. It's my favorite game ever. I got the Canehurst summons. I don't need to be here yet. Nope, we're good. We can leave. We can leave. I grabbed it. And if not, I guess I gotta run back. I love that. If the weapon ain't got kick, it just ain't worth it. I love that. That's awesome. Alright, let's go back. And then we gotta go to Canehurst. Yep, I did grab it. Evil wench. Yes. I was trying to think if I needed to upgrade my weapon, but I'm like, nope, I literally don't have chunks. That's why I'm going to Canehurst, because there's 3 chunks there, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. 3 chunks. What's really interesting about this, too, is you can't access Canehurst unless you come from Witch's Abode. I've tried the other way because, like, in different speedrun stuff that I've done for myself, I forgot to hit the lamp back there a couple times, and I tried to run from it, but it's like, nope, you have to come from Witch's Abode. It's really weird. Canehurst is another fun area. It's my favorite area in the base game, dude. It's so good. It's so good. What's up, Sonny? We are running around grabbing chunks. And here is like my favorite level of the game. It's so good. Canehurst Castle. Absolutely gorgeous. Put a run counter on screen. You know, when I figure out how to do that, I will. Because I've thought about doing that when I did my Elden Ring Deathless run attempts. Which I'm definitely going to go back to. I just want to I just want to play some other games that I have fun with first, because I've done so much Elden Ring content lately. Like with build videos, the walkthrough series. I just want to take a good break, so when I go back into it, I actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? About to say it's your favorite location? Yeah. Canehurst is on an island? Yes, basically. That's the best way to put it. I believe it is connected to another area, but it's not an area we can access in the game. Like, my theory would be if they decided to make a sequel, we would learn a little more about Canehurst Knights, because we'd probably go through Canehurst Castle again, but probably a different section of it. And there would be a different boss there. Like, maybe we would run into an Alfred, who would be like the successor to Martyr Ligarius. Or we'd find somebody completely different. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's on an island. I'd have to go back, or if you guys wanted to go back and look when I was in Hemwick on this run, I did stop for a brief moment to show you Canehurst Castle from a distance. I just don't know what time that was. Like, what time in the stream. Alright, so we got one chunk. Here is the second chunk. I should try to kill these golems or gargoyles, because they can drop a chunk, but it's fine. I'll just kill this one. Nothing. And we got this dude. Oh, he finally came down. Look at that. God, I'm a legend. Unbelievable. Really? Nothing. Okay. Canehurst is located on a small island off the coast of Hemwick Charnel Lane. Cool. Per Google. I mean, you do have to cross a bridge to get there. Because you can see from Hemwick that the bridge is all broken. How many do I have? 3. Excellent. That'll work for now. When you first played Bloodborne, you thought of doing bonk, but this game bad at bonk? Not true. Not true. You just have to change how you play. And that's the cool part of the game. Instead of going for parries, you go for backstabs. So, trying to learn how to position where you can slap a butt really hard so it staggers. And then instead of going for a visceral, you go for a follow-up. Because almost every weapon has a follow-up attack. Which is so cool. Because in Elden Ring, so many weapons don't. It's just the same attack. It's like this. That into the same exact move. Right? If I had the ability to show you my other favorite weapon, which would be the church pick. Church pick has probably my favorite follow-up attack. Church pick and the Chickage. Church pick, you slam it down, you run the blade against the ground and rip up rocks as you swing it up. It's so freaking cool. It's so cool. And then in Chickage, you have a huge animation where you're losing health to power up a big overhead slice, like an EI quick draw, where you draw the blade from the sword or from the sheath, and then you follow it up again to recover like 90% of your health. That's so cool. That's so cool. And then in Elden Ring, most weapons don't have that, which is a bummer. And I really wish they did. I really wish they did. Because I feel like that's something that's so underrated with these games. Oh, I didn't grab the knight set. I'm dumb. Oh, that's fine. We can still level up a little bit. We can still upgrade our weapon. You're waiting for the iPhone 18. You own the 14 Pro and it's time to put it down. Battery drains too fast and slow at charging. Yeah, that sounds about right, dude. I have the iPhone 17 because I entered. Oh my god, I beat Shadows of Yharnam without without the gem that is good for them? Holy crap, what's wrong with me? That's wild. Look at me. I'm just really good at games, I guess. Yeah, I don't need those. Shoot, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, I have the iPhone 17, just the basic model of it. Because my girlfriend and I combined plans, because I finally got off my parents' plan to save a little bit of money. And I like it, but at the same time, I'm also like, I don't really need a new phone. My old phones, I had an iPhone 5S until there was an iPhone 10 out. And then I switched to the iPhone 10. And then like a couple years later, they had a really, really good deal on phones. And then I think I had like the iPhone 13. So, yeah, it was... And then ever since then, it's been like whenever there's a really good deal and my plan, my monthly payment lowers. Like, hell yeah, let's do that. Alright, so we gotta grab the Knight set for a boatload of money and blood echoes. And then we gotta grab... What else? The Evelyn, my favorite pistol in the game. It's the fastest shooter. Hell yeah. Speed running strats right there, baby. Then what else do we have to grab? There's another chunk or two up here, too, that I gotta grab. We will kill this dude. Because it can get in our way when we're trying to jump through our level and our platforms. It also gets that guy away from us. So when we come to grab the chunk, we don't have to worry about getting attacked. Then we run this way. Yeet! Made it. Now we come over here to the corner so we don't get shot. And then we can grab this on a full heal. We're gonna kill. I want this dude dead. Alright, there we go. That's what I wanted. I feel better. I feel better about myself. Alright, give me my Knight set. And then we can just basically go up to the boss, too, because there's the Knight's Wig up top. Oh, God, she running. There's the Knight's Wig up top, and... What else? There's something else up there. Bold Hunter's Marks, I think. I'm going this way for money, because that's always good. Executioner's Hands are pretty cool spells. Yes, sir. I think, though, that one is like the second best in terms of... Oh, God, that high pitch. I think it's the second best spell in the game, aside from A Call Beyond. Unless you're looking to do parries, then I would say the Augur of Abritas would also be top tier. Alright, and then... I gotta go around this way, I believe. Because there's no enemies. For a couple of chunks. Do I have mollies? Nope. No, I don't. That's fine. Alright, and then we can run back. We can grab the wig. And then we can grab the Bold Hunter's Marks so we don't have to pick them up later. And then next time we come back to Cainhurst, we can just go fight Martyr Ligarius, which is pretty cool. He's one of my favorite bosses in the game. Well, that's weird. I've never seen him this close to the wig before. Alright. Here... There. There. Grab. Climb. And then we can grab our Bold Hunter's Marks. And away we go. One of my favorite runs in Bloodborne is to get the early Chikage. It's so much fun. Like, it's so much fun to go get. As soon as you get to Forbidden Woods, just stop fighting the bosses and everything, and just grab the Cainhurst summons, run to the witches, run through Cainhurst, kill Martyr Ligarius with like a +6 saw spear. Oh, it's so cool. God, already over 100,000 echoes. Ridiculous. Holy crap. That's a lot of levels. Alright, Rom. Time to get schooled. God, I wonder how much damage I'm going to be doing without the bolt paper. I'm actually quite nervous. Count for how many times Logan's died? No. Count for how many times Logan's killed the doll? Yes. Every time, dude. Every time I will kill the doll. She is evil. She is evil. What's the skill stat? Skill stat is like dexterity. Right now, I think I'm at 37. I'm basically done with health. I'll probably add health when I get to 50 skill when I reach that hard cap, I believe. All right. I gotta kill you because I have a feeling you're gonna mess me up when you get to the ladder. Got her. Oh, that would have been it. Miss me. Stop it. Not a parry? Okay. Oh, God. Just has to test me right at the end. Holy crap. Whoo! Alright, well. Now that I got a little turd in my drawers, I think we can go get this freaking key. And then head back to the Hunter's Dream and recuperate, because god dang. 3 days off of work, gonna chill, relax, and do a Rivers of Blood run? That's pretty cool, dude. Is that your favorite weapon in Elden Ring? Last night you got invaded by someone with rivers and it destroyed you? Hey, you're lucky. It might have been sunny. Alright, and then just because I like showing this, because not everybody knows. If you kill him, you get the best eye rune in the game. Which helps for item discovery, which is pretty cool. Alright. Let's reawaken. And the eye rune's only useful if you're looking for, like, upgrade material. So if you're trying to do upgrade material or ritual material for the chalices. So if you're trying to get all of the chalices there's a good spot. I have the Bloodborne walkthrough of the chalices on my channel already, so I can't remember what episode it is because it's been close to a year since I uploaded that. But it's there. It's there for your viewing pleasure. Do I need that? Or is there other stuff? Yeah. And I don't think I can upgrade my weapon again, can I? Isn't there a spell on top level in there? It is a buff for your weapon. It is the Phantasm Shell, which just puts arcane on your weapon. But most of the bosses are strong. Like, most of the bosses in the end game are strong against arcane. So it's kind of, like, useless. It's good for chalice bosses, but not the best. Alright. Nope, that's not where I need to go. Big Daddy Rom, here we go. I am actually a little nervous for this fight because I don't have bolt paper. If I had bolt paper, I'd be more confident. But I can't get any, unfortunately. Because I have to die to get to Hypingen Jail. Oh, I should get this armor set and sell it. Forgot about this armor set. It's the student set. One of the student set. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I still got it. Because I think this fight's going to kick my ass, but we'll see. Ow. Stop it. That was super satisfying. All right. The hard part's over for now. Okay, not bad. A little over half health. That's okay. Where's he at? There he is. Oh, we're in phase 3. Okay, cool. That's huge. Okay, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Oh my god, that was so nice. Holy crap, that was so nice. That was so nice. Wow. Wow. Holy crap, that was so nice. Holy shit. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Whoo! God, I don't want to stop playing, but I should. I was scared for a second because that one spider got me. Alright. Run. Run away. Don't touch me, please. I'm sterile. Alright. Not the cleanest ROM, but I'll take it. I will take it. GG's, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. That was clean? It could have been a little better. I got lucky with the RNG, but I did get clipped at the end, and I thought for sure I was rolling right into other spiders. Which would have ruined my day, because that's how we're going to end the stream here once I level up. Alright, there anything else that I need to do? I gotta save my insight, because beast blood pellets are what we're gonna go get next. Blood gem. That needs to go on. This one. Yes, that needs to come on to make One Reborn way easier. Excellent. Okay. Alright. Anything else that my brain needs me to do before I am done and have to start on the actual YouTube videos? I don't think so. I think that's it. Enjoy your day. Thank you, sir. You too. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out while we play my favorite game. We are definitely going to be playing this tomorrow. I want to finish this Deathless run up, and I think I will be able to beat it tomorrow because this game is so much fun. So much fun. But I will see you all tomorrow. I think... Let me check. What time did I write down? I can never remember. I don't have my planner in front of me. Otherwise, I'd tell you the time, too. It is... Tomorrow, streaming. Noon to 3 Central Standard Time. Tomorrow and Sunday. Noon to 3. Monday, as of right now, might change. It might also be earlier in the morning. Or it might be later in the day. I just might have a couple things going on. But thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow where we will continue with Bloodborne.